Yeah, morning. Very early morning again. Leaving Old Stinky, Panama City, Marina Playita, on our way to Costa Rica, hopefully. Had a good day doing repairs yesterday. Managed to fix 2 pumps, sort out the saltwater pressure system. And yeah, unfortunately, the big problem which we have, our steering, we're still waiting for a part. Hopefully in the next week I'll have that, 2 weeks. And of course, trying to get a Mexican visa and a USA visa, it just turned into a total freaking joke. Anyway, I've given up on that, so Costa Rica is going to be as far as we can go by the looks of it. And yeah, unless we can try and do something in Costa Rica, but man, I don't know. Trying to get anything done here is ridiculous. So okay, we're on our way. Yeah, so what's this, day 2? Jeez, it feels like we've been doing this for a week already. Day 2 since we left Panama City. Got to Plava now at, well, I think it was about 4:30 this morning. Put an anchor down there, slept until 9. Saw there was a bit of wind, which was actually onshore. It's done a full 360 again today, as it did yesterday. And we're now off, yeah, I call that Monkey Point because there's some serious howler monkeys up in that valley off that point. We came through the other morning and they were making a hell of a racket. It was actually pretty eerie. But anyway, that's the sun about to pull in behind the clouds and behind the horizon. We're coming around the point. That's Santa Catalina over there. I'm tossing up whether to go straight across to Jicaron there and then across to the border there of Costa Rica, and that's Golfito. So tossing up whether to go through there or go out to Jicaron and then around. It's pretty much 6 of one and half dozen the other, but I think your wind is going to be better on the outside. So yeah, little decisions. This wind is so difficult to plan here because the freaking wind does 360s all day. It comes from different angles all the time, switches. It's super difficult, and the weather forecasts are absolutely useless. Like, guys just laugh when you ask them about the weather here. So yeah, it's not easy to plan here. And also a lot of the anchorages, we don't know all of them, and the ones that we do know are more than a day's sail, so it's a day-nighter, so you're doing all-nighters. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a bit of sleep sometime tomorrow. It's going to be all night tonight, I think, especially if I have to tack, because that's going to be double the distance. Can't see us getting in. If we can go for Santa Catalina, we might get in there in the early hours, but yeah, if it's Jicaron, it'll be tomorrow. Anyway, let's see. Now another example of this crazy place. That's 20 knots apparent. The wind's just come up to 16 knots. We just come around that point and into this valley here, and yeah, off the edge of that Punta Naranja, and we're now going to smoke straight to Jicaron, and hopefully, should I say, it's getting dark. Yeah, this place is a box of Smarties, boy. You never know what you're going to get here. It changes every 5 minutes here. Gone from battling to get speed because of no wind to smoking at 9 to 10 knots. Beautiful. You're with Nexus Offshore Adventures. We're definitely not your average yachties. We're mad keen fishermen looking for adventure around the world. We 100% support tag and release. So subscribe and join us on Mondays as we go in search of the best fishing, diving and surfing spots around the globe. Got in here at 3 in the morning, the early hours this morning. This is Ilha Jicaron and Jicarita off the main island of Coiba. That's the main island up ahead of us there, and this is Jicaron. Not the best anchorage, it's still pretty exposed, but it was the only one that I could use just to get a bit of sleep. Freaking nightmare last night again. This place is crazy, man. We came around Punta Naranja and we had like 5 to 8 knots of wind, which came back offshore. Wind had done a complete 360 through the day, and we came into the valley which goes across to Santa Catalina, and man, we got hit 27 knots, full sail up, the hang on for like 3 hours. We did like 30 miles in no time. We were doing 11, 12, 13 knots, absolutely flying, man, and it's so scary. Dark moon last night, so it was pitch black, and man, the logs that you see floating around here, you know, are just, they're massive. I mean, there's full-on trees, like 30-meter trees with probably 1.5 meter girth, you know. I mean, if you run into one of those at 12 knots in the night, man, jeez, like, I mean, you're going to take off your keels, your rudders, heaven knows what else to damage, smash your freaking sponsons in front. So yeah, it's seriously nerve-wracking when you get up to that speed in the dark. Either drop all the sail and motor, which is just as dangerous with your props and stuff, but yeah, you got to use the wind here because there's so little of it here. I mean, you get like 4 or 5 knots, and when you do get wind, you want to use it to go somewhere. Otherwise you're motoring like we are now, motor sailing at the moment. So yeah, man, we've been hit with these conditions every night. This wind comes up and belts the shit out of you, and I won't say every night, but it's happened at night. So yeah, a very difficult place to sail. Your weather forecasts are absolutely useless. You don't know which way the wind's going to blow on any given day. It's like wake up and have a look and then make a decision, and trying to plan between anchorages is a nightmare because you don't know what speed you're going to be doing, so you don't know when you're going to arrive there. So you sort of like got to have open options. Yesterday when we came around Naranja, I was thinking of going to Catalina to go and sleep and just pick our way or do day hops up to Costa Rica, and that went out the window when we came around into 27 knots of wind. There's no ways you could go straight into the wind to Santa Catalina, so there was only one option, that was across the bay to where we were last night at Jicaron. So yeah, and then halfway across the bay, after 3 hours, the wind just dropped to nothing, and the sea was upside down, and then we had no wind, and the boom was getting slapped all over the place. So we ended up having to drop everything and then motor sail for the next, or not motor sail, just motor for the next 30 miles to get back here. So sure, very irritating, but yeah, that's how it is sailing Panama. Now on our 3rd day out of Panama City, just to give you an idea of what happens here every night. This is it. Big freaking thunderclouds and squalls that come at you in the dark. We're about to get hit by this one. Yeah, it makes sailing here at night very interesting. You just never know what's coming at you. Wind switches, wind direction switches, velocity switches. Crazy place. Yeah, I've just been picked up by that squall. See this boat freaking taken off here. We're doing 9 knots. We got 11 knots here. 10.8. And yeah, 9 knots, 9.2 with 11 knots, and that is where we headed, to Golfito. Smoking Laranoa. About to get smashed from the starboard side. We've already been clubbed from the port side, pushed all the clouds to the land. Now the Land's cooled down and the wind's pushing off the land now, so here come those thunderstorms back again, about to smash us again. Here she comes from the starboard side. You can see this wind starting to go up. It's starting to rain already. Yeah, she's hitting us now. It'll probably go up to 25 knots odd. Going up. Yeah, morning Costa Rica. 3 days and 3 nights. 3 hours sleep every night. But we're in the bay going into Golfito. This is the peninsula that runs down into the little cutting or the bay inside there that's ahead of us that goes into Golfito. It's like a little gulf. Yeah, I'm glad we're not back there, because the lightning and the thunder and the rain at the back looks ugly. But yeah, we're almost there. We should be there by sort of 11, 12-ish. Now that's a cutting up ahead that we're going to go into. We've got to go around the corner, and in there, into that bay there, is where Golfito is. And as you can see, this is Bahia del Pavon, and this here is Pavones, and that is where the longest left-hander in Central America is. So maybe we get a look at it. There's a reasonable groundswell running at the moment. There's a big swell coming in, I think, 2 days time. So maybe we get a look at it this morning, and it's low tide, so let's check it out. A better set. It's pretty flat. Guys are riding a lot of longboards here to help them make the wave. A lot of kookmeyers as well. Yeah, I think we got to go and sign in, get everything sorted. There's another big swell coming in 2 days time. Get all my paperwork and shit done, and then come back maybe. Yeah, that's the point of Pavones over there where we were earlier, and this is this massive gulf or lagoon type cutting there is here that we've got to go 15 miles inland here. You can see that's where we have to go around the corner, and it goes in quite a way, and it's it's a big place. The water's brown, a lot of blogs. Yeah, this whole area you've got to be super awake. I'm really shitting myself when we were running at night when we're under full sail and overpowered and doing 10-12 knots. It's not a nice feeling because there's so much debris, and it's not small debris, it's serious shit. Anyway, we are at Golfito. Hopefully we're going to get checked in today. It's Saturday, so I don't know, I'll just have to see. Get in there, get fuel, do all the necessary, and get back to Pavones for the swell that's coming. I'd like to have surfed today, but with the weekend it's just delay stuff, and then you end up having to do it when the swell's on, so I'd rather get it done now and hopefully crack it when it's good. Now coming into the final cutting to go into the marina. Interesting. It's like over 100 meters deep in the middle of this gulf, and it gets shallow through here at about 12, but I'll show you a little bit when we get inside. No idea where we anchor here. It's going to be interesting. It looks a bit black and white on the screen, but yeah, this is Golfito in the marina area. All the lights starting to come on. Had an interesting day today. Up and down in the taxi, and $2, and finally got a document drawn up by a lawyer to say I can take this boat. Everywhere you go it's a news story. Anyway, nice and calm. We both shattered, so early to bed. Now this is the little bay at Golfito. We've been sitting here for almost 2.5 days now. And this lagoon, or this mangrove, empties in the daytime, and there was a big sandbank here, and there was a huge crocodile on the bank there this morning. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to be jumping in the water here to clean the boat. But yeah, very peaceful, super nice anchorage. We're right up against the jetties here. It feels a bit weird, but yeah, this is where they told us to put anchor, so we've done that. And yeah, some big personas filling up, and that bloody scourge, I hate these things. There's about 4 or 5 down that way, you can see there. And we've just had this super yacht pull in here, so probably going to be busy with the clearing in and clearing out tomorrow. Pavones is straight through the gap there. Yeah, it's been a bit of a waste of time. I don't know how we got the dates wrong. I thought it was Saturday when we arrived. It was actually Friday, and we rushed to get things done. I wondered why they were still open. But yeah, the customs are normally open 24/7, and anyway, the lawyers were still open. We thought that was strange, and then we discovered yesterday that it was only Saturday yesterday. So yeah, so the palaver of getting a nonsense authorization from a lawyer to take the boat into Costa Rica had cost us time, and we didn't make it back to the port captain, so we had to wait until the following Monday to get this proceeding sorted. Yeah, the swell was dropping today, so yeah, we gave it a miss. We'll just get everything done. I've dieseled up, done everything we need to do, and hopefully get everything sorted tomorrow, and then move off. I've bought our licenses, our fishing licenses. Hopefully we're going to get a couple of days in on the bullfish here. There's been a lot of bullfish. The sailfish and marlin have been thick up north. We just got to get out there, so hopefully a bit of surf next week, and then definitely to go and do some fishing. I've bought the licenses, we're going to go for sure. Yeah, the other thing which we got news of yesterday, which is really sad, it's been put us in a serious bummer yesterday, is that John's definitely going to be selling the yacht. And yeah, that's a bitter pill. We'll probably be going back to Panama City, and then I don't know, we might have to take the boat back through the canal to take it to the east coast of the States. I've got no idea. I just said to John, we'll do whatever it takes, you know. Yeah, it's very sad, and I've got no idea where we'll go from here, but yeah, I guess home eventually. And yeah, we're just going to enjoy the time we've got here now, and just go flat out to our fullest and enjoy it. And yeah, so after a 3-day runaround of obtaining a bogus letter of authorization from the lawyers, we ended up back at Pavones to find it absolutely crowded and not very pleasant. On top of that, the wind turned onshore, so there was nothing left to do but to move back to the other side of the bay and look for some shelter. Yeah, 1 minute you're sitting at Pavones enjoying the surf or the area, and it's all cool, and then it looks like this. Woo! We just up anchor just in time, because it's starting to get really miserable there and choppy and not lekker on anchor. So yeah, we just lifted the anchor as the squall and this rain came through, so yeah, I'm gonna go across the bay and look for another anchorage. Everybody's freaking soaking wet.
We went so hot, I promised you, about half an hour ago.
And now look at it. Freaking everything's sopping wet, pouring down. Yeah, the rainy season has begun, unfortunately. So yeah, how is this shit? We got 31 knots of wind here. 31 knots, Kerry. We're doing 8.9 knots on the jib alone. Unbelievable. We had shit, I can hardly. We came across, we were there at Pavones, we got hit by big sort of a northwest, and it was too rough there, so we decided to come across to this side of the bay to get shelter. We came about to halfway, and the winds came onto the pip, and it's just swung around now and come out of the northeast, so it's opposite direction. We had it from this side, and now it's coming from this side at 26 to 30 knots. I'm now sailing back to Pavones because it's gone offshore now. So I'll come across the bay, I'm going straight back again. Absolutely, the weather here is ridiculous. Freaking guy said to me, welcome to freaking to Panama. Man, Costa Rica is exactly the same. It's freaking crazy, man. We've got some sun in that area back there. But I mean, this is humping offshore. And 20 minutes ago it was onshore. Freaking nuts. I just hope it doesn't blow too hard. It'll probably blow out. It's just with a squall with this rain. We'll get back to where we came from. I'm going to put an anchor and hopefully wait until tomorrow and get some waves there. Lucky I got a patient wife. Yeah, so the surf never materialized and the wind went onshore again for a couple of days. We scuttled back to Golfito to do a few other repairs and plan our trip further up into Costa Rica. Now, even though the boat had been listed, there was no rush and we had free pass to carry on traveling, enjoy the scenery and the area in the meantime. Make sure you subscribe and join us next week as we fish our way north and hopefully bump into the parlay guys at Tamarindo. Tune in next week and we'll catch you then. Thanks for watching.